What's up, boys and girls? How's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing better than I am, because I have been sick as a dog, and I am sick of it. Definitely on the recovery trail though, so feeling a lot better and looking forward to getting outdoors and trying to make up some more videos. Been eating my oranges and using my tissues. One thing that's helped me get by is I have been blessed that I have a grandmother who does a lot of canning, and she's often sending me canned pears and various soups, and good old grandma's chicken soup been helping me along through this. And that brings me to my good buddy 39 Camper. In case y'all have not heard, he's celebrating 500 subscribers, and I think he deserves every one of them. He's got a giveaway going on, and he's giving away some really good canning equipment, and he has extended the deadline on that. So if there's anybody out there who's been wanting to make a video and hasn't gotten around to it yet, you still got time. Get out there and get those VRs going, and let's show him the love. He gives a few different examples of VRs that he'd like to see, from get home bags to emergency car preparations, for winter time. And he also asked about winter preps. I've been stuck indoors here, and kind of got a little prep I wanted to share. This neato stuff here. I made a couple bottles of this. What this is an elderberry tincture. I started this back in September, walking around the edges of swamps, scouting for deer and driving around old back dirt roads. I would come around these clusters of elderberry, and I thought, I'm gonna try and make a tincture out of these. And in case you didn't know, the elderberry was named in folklore as the people's medicine chest because it had so many medicinal properties. I got to put the brakes on this for a minute and throw out the warning. Folks, do not go messing with wild edibles, do not go messing with wild medicinals unless you know what you are doing. If you don't know, talk to somebody who does. Maybe go to a local community college, speak to a botanist. There's a lot of people out there who really know their stuff, and it's just not worth it to mess yourself up. And elderberry is one of them. I don't want to give the impression that this is a trail-friendly snack berry. The truth of the matter is every part of the elderberry tree is toxic. The roots are toxic, the stems are toxic, the leaves are toxic. People do use the flowers to make some cordials. I think Mr. Scooty made one in one of his past videos. I don't mess around with identifying elderberry by the flower because it does have a look-alike. I believe that is poison water hemlock. So if you misidentify the flower, you're in trouble. So I personally don't rely on using the flower for identification. I rely mostly on the cluster of berries. They're pretty distinct. I suppose they could be confused with pokeberry or some other kinds of berries. But even the raw berry, there is some argument over whether or not it is toxic. And the way that this stuff is toxic is it causes a buildup of cyanide in your system. Yeah, you heard me right, cyanide. So again, this isn't something that's really a trail-friendly snack. Now some of you might be saying, hey, wait a minute, Timberwookie, my grandpa used to make elderberry wine, or my aunt makes elderberry jam and preserves. Well, that's great, and that's all true. But the thing that we have to remember is that there are fermenting processes involved and cooking processes, and those processes actually remove the toxins from the elderberries. There is so much about these. They are fever reducers, they reduce inflammation, high in potassium. Gram for gram, they have more vitamin C than even our oranges. Let's see, they're chock full of vitamin B. That was one of the noticeable effects. I've been taking this stuff 3 to 4 tablespoons a day, and one of the noticeable effects was you kind of get a little bit of an energy shot out of it because there are so many B vitamins in it. It's comparable to some of those energy drinks. Really good stuff. I got some notes here. Let me see if I can cheat and find a few things I might be overlooking. Eases flu symptoms like fever and headaches and sore throat and fatigue. Again, those energy shot I was talking about there with the fatigue. Perhaps you've heard of Tamiflu. They say when we take Tamiflu and we have the flu, it will shorten the duration of your symptoms by 1 day. 1 whole day. Yet there have been studies that showed where people were given placebos and then they were given derivatives of elderberry, and they found that if taken at the onset of the flu, it can shorten your symptoms by up to 4 days. 4 days less of the flu, I'll take that anytime. What else I got here in the notes? It's considered antiviral. Says it can cut the duration of the flu by 50%. Rich in potassium, vitamin C. It's considered an expectorant for excessive mucus and coughs. Just all around good stuff. It has a lot of antioxidants in it. Just about all of your dark colored berries do. That's another thing I should probably mention. This is a North American variety of elderberry that I'm using for this. But it seemed to make a pretty good difference for me. Another noticeable effect that I could definitely tell is one day I had been running a fever, and I purposely did not take any over-the-counter medications or anything. I just wanted to try this tincture on its own, and I knew I was fevering, and I took a tablespoonful, and within 30 minutes or so I began to feel relief from that fever. So really neat stuff. Kind of been being my own guinea pig with it. It was pretty simple to make. Correctly identify the berries and harvested them. Put them in the freezer for a while, and I still had some left over in case I wanted to make up a little bit more. And soak them in a 100 proof liquor. Here I used a 99 proof apple liquor. Kind of gave it a nice apple scent and mixed with the berry flavor. Pretty good stuff. Let's see. You ought to strain it off of the berries, but I really just kind of let it soak and strain it past them. Let me see if I can squeeze another dose out of here. Just look at that wonderful color. That's all that medicinal goodness leached out of those berries. You know, when this started out, it was a clear liquor. We'll go down the hatch with this. Oh yeah, yeah. Good stuff. So there was a little winter prep that I had made back in September, and I'm glad I did it. I think it's really been helping me along with this bad chest funk that I got going on here. And I hope that qualifies as a prep for you, Brother Daryl. Congratulations on all the subscribers, brother, and thank you for sending so many new subs to Mrs. Timberwookie's channel. She's been tickled watching her sub count go through the roof. So thank you to everybody out there who's been subbing, and thank you to everybody who's showing the love to Brother Daryl, 39 Camper. Y'all stay safe out there and be careful, don't get sick, and hopefully I'll be outdoors and making some more videos for you guys soon. Y'all take care.